And welcome back. Today we have Red Eagle start. I am going second, Almalexia and Druid King. Forgot what my opponent's gonna go last, but let's see what he chooses. I mean, we are going. This is a red. Every time Red Eagle's in the game, we always worry about Crows. I'm worried about Crows at this moment because Crows is a very RNG dependent matchup. If both players know how to play, just pick the Crows and just get rid of cards. He goes Pelin. Pelin is pretty fun. He goes first, gets a Midnight Raid first. Very good start for my opponent. This is the start of a winning combination. He just, with the single Midnight Raid, he just needs to buy all the reach cards to remove cards from his deck, and eventually he's going to win by insane power. And he reveals a Forest Wraith, which I could buy. It's true, I could buy it, but I actually don't want my opponent to buy it, and what I really want to do is focus on my economy at the moment. So let's Harvest Season. Not sure that was a good choice because I could have revealed something good there. I'm a little worried because let's see. Yeah, I mean, I think buying that draw card was wrong. I shouldn't have done that. But anyway, next turn I'm able to have 6 power available, 6 gold available, so I can buy the Elder Witch. That's my next goal. My opponent is not turning his reach power into. Yeah, he's also kept the Fortify too, which I think he should probably get rid of the Fortify. Like, I would have definitely turned that into treasury to improve his economy. He doesn't do that, so he's going for a rush strategy. I think he should. I think you should turn it into. You need the. You really need the gold. Otherwise, he's just going to be behind economically. Anyway, I'm picking up Briarheart Ritual next if my opponent doesn't pick it up. He also needs to deal with Elder Witch, and it's very possible he can because he could draw Midnight Raid and kick the shit out of me. Mournhold Clergy doesn't affect the board at all, so that's fine, I don't care. He left my Elder Witch alive, which I'm very happy to see. This improves my deck tremendously. I don't want him to pick up Lesson of IM, so let's say goodbye to that. Let's start dealing a bit of damage to the Mournhold Clergy. Actually, I don't think I have any power left, so it's a good thing he picked up Mournhold Clergy and not like Shield Bearer or something, I think, because Mournhold Clergy only increases prestige, and it does give him a bit of extra cycling through his deck, so there is that, but it doesn't affect the board in terms of killing my agent, and he still can't kill my Elder Witch, so that's very important. The longer this Elder Witch stays alive, the better my deck is going to become. My deck is already incredibly small because it has survived like 2 turns or something. I'm gunning for the rally at the moment. My opponent's probably going to Imperial Plunder the rally away at some point because it is just too scary to deal with. And then he shuffles and reveals a bunch of interesting cards, which I am happy to pick up as well. Let's go with Forest Wraith, probably. Forest Wraith, a very hard card to deal with, or rather, it generates a lot of power because the passive of every time you buy a card, you get power is just excellent. So let's go with that. And yes, reinforcements is good. In the future, it'll be a good call. First, we need to buy a card to get the 2 additional power to kill his agent, and I think it's reasonable to buy that because our deck is extremely small right now. So it's basically, yeah, our deck is 6 cards big right now. So all we're gonna do is pick up some nice expensive cards. That one is, well, not that one, but we just need to pick up one sort of game-winning card. He doesn't kill my Elder Witch. I think that's a mistake. He should definitely kill it because I get that. That means my last gold coin is gone. I'm very happy to do that. Shield Bearer, I guess, to protect my Elder Witch. Barter. I think I could barter away the Imprisonment. That's not unreasonable. And if I reveal something good, I could use the Druid King to shuffle that away again. So that, I think, I don't agree with so much. I think, yeah, because see, now my opponent can buy the Imprisonment and kill my Elder Witch and Shield Bearer. Almost certainly, which he should, because there's nothing else good to buy at the tavern, and I just don't see. Yeah, that's probably his best option at the moment. He could Red Eagle to draw a card to buy Tribunal Sentinel, I guess. That no, he's just gonna go that. Reveals Karth Manhunter, which I don't really want my opponent getting because he does have Midnight Raid and it will make his deck better. So that one, the deck is 5 cards right now, so I'm just gonna buy it. I'm just gonna look and find a good card. Lesson of IM is good. Let's get that. And probably Druid King Vestments, because the passive of 1 power every time a card goes to your cooldown. Yeah, probably. I mean, my deck is so small, right? So I can definitely afford to make my deck a little bit less. Yeah, I think it's reasonable. So our deck is extremely small still. It's like 7 cards with a couple of Almalexia thrown in there. We can buy 7 power next turn. I think Legion's Arrival, I would like to pick that up because we have 1 red card already. reinforcements, so that one is Shield Bearer is also good. Let's see, Druid King first to get the passive, so I get a power every time I buy a card, because when it goes into my cooldown anyway. Shield Bearer, interesting. I think I should have picked up the Legion's Rival, but okay, fine. He has to break through my Shield Bearer somehow, right? So I think that was a mistake. I think, looking back at this, I think Legion's Arrival is the better card. I would, yeah. I mean, in this case, he did generate 7 power in 1 turn because of the Midnight Raid. And he just, but then my Shield Bearer absorbs the power, so yay, I guess. Let's see what else we can get. This is pretty bad. Let's see if we can shuffle something away. Maybe, I don't want the Portcullis. Mother's Mercy is okay, but at the same time, I do want that Archer's Volley. Can I, yikes. Okay, that was pretty bad. I spent a power. I spent that for nothing, essentially. Archer's Volley is something that would go well with this deck because I have a couple of good red cards. He picks it up and leaves that useless agent, so this is not too great. I think I'm not sure whose deck is better right now. That was a mistake. Why would you do that? Why would you reveal more cards for me to buy? Unfortunately, I can't buy Knight Commander, so that's a shame. We can get rid of some cards. We don't need that. That's one of the most useless ones, and hopefully this time we can get something good. Yeah, Mother's Mercy is pretty bad in small decks, because when you see that, your deck is so small that very often you don't have a cooldown to take the Mother's Mercy from. So in that sense, Mother's Mercy was not a good pick earlier. I think it's actually making my deck actively worse. It's tempting, it's very tempting to pick, but I think that was a mistake to pick it up in the long run. At least at this time we have Lesson of IEM plus Mother's Mercy, so that draws us a card. Stonelord Agent. Oh well, I mean, okay, sure, that's nice. I can use Mother's Mercy to get my Almalexia card back, so that's good. I think at this stage I can in fact afford the Knight Commander because all my cards have aligned up perfectly. So we're gonna probably pick that one up, and I think Knight Commander is gonna turn this game around quite drastically. I was just calculating to think how I could afford Knight Commander, but this might not be the correct series of plays, but I think it does afford me Knight Commander. So it does leave his Reckoner, his Stonelord Agent alive. So that is a problem, but oh no, wait, never mind. We have an extra power, so we can draw with Reachmen and then use the extra power to kill. Okay, that's great. So now we have a Knight Commander and an extremely small deck, so every time he kills my Knight Commander, I'm just going to get it back anyway. I also have a Mother's Mercy, so I can just, if it kills it, it's very easy to get back my Knight Commander is what I'm trying to say. And he doesn't quite generate enough power to kill it this turn. And there's no real easy way to do it. It gets Bardic Veneration, which is fine. I am very keen on getting Knight of St. Pelin actually, because this game is not that easy to kill agents. So that's probably my next pick, to be honest. We're gonna shuffle. Let's see what we get. Reinforcements now is starting to become insanely good. I should have bought the Druid King. I should have played the Druid King Vestments first to get the extra power from the passive. So that's a huge mistake on my part. Let's not donate that. Let's just play it. No point drawing cards. No point using my power. So at this stage, now my win condition becomes much clearer. I made my deck very small. All my cards give at least 2 gold. I was able to afford expensive cards, and now that my deck is so small because my opponent didn't kill the Elder Witch, it's very, very difficult for him to come back at this stage, because even if he kills these agents are just going to come back the very next turn, and these agents generate an insane amount of power. I'm just going to pick up some more Pelin cards. No problem. Mother's Mercy to get back Siege Weapon Volley, so yeah, this is pretty disgusting. We even have an extra bonfire, because we don't quite have any way to generate. Yeah, we don't quite have what we need. Mournhold Clergy, no, that's not happening. So yeah, game started out quite interesting. My opponent had a good start with the Midnight Raid, but failed to capitalize on it. Didn't kill my Elder Witch, and that led to me having a very small deck with a very very good economy behind it. Then I just bought some very expensive cards. Rajin's not in the deck, so he can't really curse me out of existence, and he just wasn't able to keep up with the very powerful Pelin cards. So yeah, in this game, Pelin wins the day, plus I would say my win is based mainly on Pelin plus Red Eagle. Yeah, it's pretty much a it's almost like crows. You know, you get rid of all the bad cards. You can once you start playing only Pelin cards and generating lots and lots of power, there's not much your opponent can do. Very hard to deal with these agents because there's no there's no Sigic power, there's no Rajin agent killing powers. You really need a good power generating stuff to kill these agents, but it does take a big toll. He did have that Midnight Raid, but that wasn't quite enough. Reveals an Armory, I'm gonna buy that, but I don't think it matters. So Mother's Mercy back Knight of St. Pelin, or we can Mother's Mercy back the Armory actually, which I think might even be better than that. Yeah, let's Mother's Mercy the Armory back because that gives more power. That Knight is still alive. I can afford to kill both his agents because I still have enough power left over. And let's just have one last time to, yeah, no Midnight Raid combos for you. 47 prestige. Don't think my opponent is coming back from this. So yeah, close game. I wasn't quite sure if I win at the start, but it was definitely quite an interesting one. Opponent has nothing left in the tank. He can't beat 47 prestige. And that's about it, I think. So yeah, you can buy that Blood Sacrifice. It's not going to do very much. And what's left is also not very much, to be honest. Like, my hand is just very beautiful. Not a single gold coin in sight. All red cards. That is just beyond beautiful. So yeah, that's it for the game. Although this is still bugged, it still shows. I mean, this was the game that brought me to the top 100. Still bugged. I don't know why it doesn't show that, but hopefully I can maintain that for this month. Yeah, thanks for watching.